So I received a call from John Byrne and he said, I believe you're using some pork and you like pork with some fat. I said, yes. Then he said, can I send you one of my pigs? He sent it to me, it was about 10 years ago. When I saw it coming in from the back door, coming in into the shop, I thought, oh jeez, just look at the fat. I was born 7th generation into the meat game, into the meat section. As soon as I see that pig, I just look at the back fat, and it was beautiful. It wasn't weight, it was sort of off-weight, creamy colour, marbling. When I say marbling, sort of more coarser sort of fat. And sometimes you get fat that in pork that is very oily. So people think, oh, fat, it is oily. No, like fat has to be sweet. Also, on making product, that's what it gives you the flavour on all of these. And I said, oh well, look, I just cut a piece straight away, I put it in the frying pan. Can you believe I started to cry? Because I really, because I had to go to Italy. But to Italy, when I was eating the pork, my mum, she would know that I would go and she would have prepared some of the pork for me. Because I loved it. And in Australia, I could never eat it. It was either very dry or very sort of tough or not flavour whatsoever. But then when I got this Bangolow sweet pork, it was something out of this world. And I'll make some of the product, but I could not make it if I didn't have this type of pork. Thanks to you guys. Yes, you can.
Thanks to you, Pino.
That's right.
I shouldn't be accepting the thanks. I've only been with the company a couple of years. My background was not in the meat industry. I came from a construction background, an art and design background, and a sales background, but I ended up here. My mother was a cook, a great cook, taught me a lot about food, and I guess that's why I ended up with Joe Byrne and the Sweet Pork Company, was because I tasted it and said, wow, this is a great product. He needed help, I came on board, and I've never really looked back. I've had a lot of fun doing this, and part of the reason is because of people like Pino and his family who are so committed to good food, and so committed to bringing good food to all of us, and their passion is ebullient. It's really hard to get out of the way sometimes when you just get involved in it. My involvement with pork, like I said, is very limited. The last couple of years I've been involved with Joe Byrne. I've learned a lot. What I've learned is that, what I've learned is that without passion, it's really difficult to take a product like this to market. What makes sweet pork, what makes it sweet? People ask me, do you feed the pigs sugar? No, we don't feed them. We feed them a very expensive diet, and that makes the pigs a bit more expensive to purchase. But really, it's the fact that we lay the fat back on the pig, we marble the pig with fat, that puts the flavor back in it. And that's been a very difficult sell, because until now, the industry has tended to go lean. With meat in general, it's all gone very lean. We've been told that that's what we need to eat. We haven't been told that we need to pay attention to our health and eat better. We're just told to eat lean and that'll cure it, and that won't solve everything. So, by basically finding growers for us that are as committed as we are to growing a superior product and putting it out there on the market, we're able to, without the growers' help, this wouldn't happen. This is something that Joe Byrne was adamant about when he started the company, is that this needed to be something that could be sustained over the long term. He spent a lot of years in the pig industry, and what he saw was growers not being able to make it. In the last couple of years, we've lost some estimates 30 to 40% of our pig producers because they just aren't able to make enough money doing it. The market for bacon pigs, which is what, well, this is actually a little bit bigger than a bacon pig. Bacon pigs can run, say, 60 to 80 kilos dressed. This one's probably closer to 95, maybe. You know, is that about right?
70.
Yeah. And this pig was grown specifically for Pino. I'm working with the growers currently to customize a product for Pino solely and his fall goods. So this is a bit of a work in progress.
It's a pig with two heads.
What's that? No. Now, if we were to grow the ideal pig, it would basically be belly on legs. Basically, that's what we would sell the most of, is belly and legs. But no, you know, with the help of Pino and his ability to talk to people, we're able to find other butchers that are committed, chefs that are committed to using the whole carcass. And that was important for us because that's ultimately how we're able to pay the growers good money for this pork. We grow what we think is the best pork in the country. We feed it beautifully. We treat the pigs beautifully. But the bottom line is the producer earns a good living growing our pigs. And without them, the game's over. And I think we're all going to, in the next few years, see the consequences of the pork industry letting a lot of these growers go. There's really been an apathy in the country toward rural production, and the pig industry is one of the first to suffer. And really lately, there's been a bit of piling on with, with swine flu, and there's been a number of other things that have really put a lot of pressure on the pork industry, and it's suffering. It's really suffering badly. And the first signs of that are growers going out of business. And we've seen a lot of that in the last couple of years. Our growers are viable, more than viable, they're profitable. And that's because we bring a pork to the market and we ask an appropriate price. And you guys, I can thank, are willing to pay an appropriate price for good meat. And that's what keeps the whole thing going. And like I said, the passion that Pino demonstrates is a bit infectious. I think it's great that so many people can be in one place and see not only the body, but how the body is utilized, give everybody examples of what to do with different cuts. It's just, and for me, being a novice in the meat industry, this is all a learning experience, and I'm just thrilled and honored to be welcomed into Pino's family, and your family as well, and I appreciate it. So, and I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do. I'm happy to answer questions as we go along.
Can I ask, as well as the introduction of high quality food like this, there's been a lot of talk in the media about traditional breeds, using those. Is any of the quality of this animal to do with reintroducing older breeds, or is it really all about the way that it's
No,
fed?
the short answer is no. What makes our product special is